Okay. And then you want me to record on the camera as well? Put this. Turn this because I don't want to stare at that picture the whole time.
Oh, funny. Maybe not the camera just yet.
Okay.
I'm not ready for the camera.
Oh, we were just going to have the camera pointed like somewhere else, weren't we?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I want to have the camera pointed at the tree.
At that tree?
Mm-hmm. But I don't want the camera on like the entire time.
Dude, that's a big ant. That's okay.
That's okay. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're big.
That's your printer now. Dude, they can move fast.
Mm-hmm.
You want more?
No, thank you.
I want water.
Hey.
Thank you.
Wow. This hit exactly how I wanted it to.
That's good. That's amazing.
Those gummy worms would also hit.
Yeah. But the gummy ones had like fucking red 40 in them.
Oh, then never mind, yeah. Good thing you checked. That's also why I was leaning towards this anyway. I was like, this is, like, would be better too. Cause I don't even want that stuff too. When I look at the back of it, I'm like, yeah, like when I look now at the ingredients, anytime I see anything that's like whack or like 50% of my daily sugar, I'm like, dude, I don't want this.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you think this is? Obviously, I make like some exceptions, like with the Milkies that we got.
Yeah.
But I feel like those weren't even that bad.
Yeah. They're like okay. But like I feel like at least
Yeah.
I don't want to like restrict myself, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
As in just anything? Like have those? Or how do
Yeah,
you...
like if I want to have a frickin' prepackaged banana milk.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm more so just saying that, like, I kind of just have, like, a disdain now. Like, when I flip it around and see, like, Red 40 or something, I'm like, man, I'm like, what else is going on here? But, like, obviously, yeah. I like wearing swim trunks. Makes me feel like I'm ready.
You're ready to jump in anytime.
At any moment. If there's any body of water, I am ready for it. Ready for them. Here. And I'm actually gonna get out the camera. Where is the camera? In the front, right? Excuse me. I'm gonna put because I think we should try and keep the camera and the phone out of the sun.
Oh yeah, so
they
then you
don't-
want to get the phone out of the sun?
Yeah, I was gonna put this on top.
Oh.
Like so. Just because I feel like
I think that's a good idea.
for recording, it's nice to have it up there.
Yeah. That's such a good idea.
Thank you. It's really, really quiet out here. I really like it. Thank you. sun. This is just an excuse to tan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just more tanning. Dude, I'm gonna get so freaking tan. I'm already so tan.
Same.
It's pretty great. The day has finally come.
Yeah. 2 birds too. And the printer. I'm so excited that we got this printer. Dude, it was just there.
Yeah.
It's just so.
It was just there, and it was the exact one I needed.
Yeah. And it was hella cheap
Oh, look at this guy.
compared to like what is the. Well,
Look at that guy. They got wings. Their wings are different colors than their body.
they're cool.
This is like how I feel like traversing through the city. Exactly like
Yo,
this
that's
book.
actually real. That's so real. That's how I feel too.
If I really like... Oh, it
To be-
feels so funny when they get on my hair. When they're...
Yeah. Yeah, the amount of times too that I just like stop and like look up at all the big buildings. Like, I don't know, it's like my favorite thing to do. Like, I'm always like looking at a building and then like stopping beside it and like just looking up and seeing just how tall it goes.
Do you think they know they're on my finger? Do you think they know they're on like a human?
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
I think they were kind of lost.
Yeah. They probably get really confused. I mean, I don't know how their perception's like, but especially like seeing maybe everything like spin around them because you're turning and they're moving.
Hmm.
And I always think about like, especially with the little like bugs that like get in the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
I always think about their like sensors, you know, like their smell and like just I don't know. I'm always like interested because I'm always like, I wonder if that's like the reason why they have such a hard time leaving. Like when I just open the door,
Mm-hmm.
like I wonder if their like sensors are all just out of whack. With, like all of the different smells and things in the apartment that they might be like pulled towards. Let alone the windows that are just magic force fields.
Hmm.
I love you. I'm so excited to print.
I love you.
I love you.
I'm excited to print too.
They said it came with some like testing paper. I wonder how much that is. Today's like the one day I didn't moisturize. I'm like dry.
You don't look dry.
I don't think I definitely didn't moisturize today.
After your shower, you did?
No. I don't know why. I just was
'Cause the
excited to get back out
Oh,
and keep going. Kind of was just using it as like a transition.
it's a good transition.
Yeah.
What the hell? Dude, that big ant was on my feet.
Ooh.
I didn't even feel them. They were kind of spazzing.
I love you. Do we want to see when the bus comes?
Yeah.
When the bus that we're gonna catch comes. Just to make sure.
So we don't get home too late.
Oh yeah, and just also just for a heads up, so when we look at the time, we have some sort of reference. Cool. There's one at, I don't know exactly. Well, there's one scheduled for 5:45 that would put us home at 7.
Yeah. What time is it now?
3:44.
Cool.
But then there's also one at 4:58.
I guess-
hour 12 that
I
would
guess
put
we'll
us
just
there
see.
at 6:18.
We might be able to catch that one.
Yeah, the 72. Yeah, so that's how I feel as well. So, and the sun will still be out. Sun doesn't set till freaking 8:30,
Yeah.
if not later.
No,
So
I think it's
awesome.
8:30. Like, but then it starts getting really like blue hour after 8:30. It's still not
Yeah.
completely dark.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I'm so hyped. I'm so excited for tomorrow too. Just so happy with everything. Oh yeah, I can also put the camera up here. Like that.
Hey,
I love you.
I love you. I'm taking off my bra
Cool.
because I can't handle having a bra on. Like actually.
Yeah, just don't have to. I think they're a crow.
Yeah, they're a crow.
They're cool.
I'm scared.
It's okay. About starting it?
Yeah.
That's okay. Because you know what I'm thinking too?
What?
That, like, I don't know, there's no rush. Like, kind of like how we're talking now. That, like, we don't have to, like, feel rushed to say anything, you know?
Yeah.
That, like, we can just sit in the silence if you want to think or, like, anything.
Mm.
Like, there's no reason, there's no rush for a response. Or
Thank
any
you.
of that. Because, I mean, if you want, you could always chop it later or...
I kind of don't want to chop it. I kind of.
Yeah, you don't have to. At all. Which is, I knew you were going to say that. So that's why I also
You
was
know
like, yeah,
me
like,
too
just the
well.
silence is fine as well. Like, I think the silence is very nice. I mean, there's just the ambience. They're walking on the branch.
They're dropping stuff.
They are.
I think they're picking at the
They
branch.
are. They're
Oh,
throwing off the bark. What are they doing?
they're encouraging us.
They are.
Yeah.
They said just do it. They said rip off the bark. Look.
Mm.
They said I don't give a dang. They're still ripping off the bark.
Okay.
Oh, and then I put this up here too. We could start the tree if you want.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. I like watching it pop off. Cool. You want to come look at how it's angled?
Yeah.
I have the tree like in the center.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Cool. Yeah. There is no wrong.
There is no wrong way to be. There is no wrong way to say things. I guess, like, what makes me nervous
Mm-hmm.
is being seen.
Even like just vocally?
Yeah,
Yeah.
even, like, just vocally. I've always, like, had, well, I think I still have. I'm still working through that, like throat energy, like, blockages.
Yeah.
Just because, yeah, because, like, this lifetime, like, the beginnings of this lifetime have been, like, yeah, just, like, being silent and, like, not making myself small.
Yeah.
So that's always something that's, like, really hard.
It's just being perceived in like any way.
Yeah, being perceived in any way. Even if, like, one person watches this video, like, this,
Yeah.
or yeah, listens to this. Actually, it's not really so much of, like, I don't really know what it is, actually, because I feel like once this is out there, I'm not really gonna think about it very much.
So you think it's just
I think
kind
I
of
just
like,
get, like, nervous, like,
yeah.
during. It's kind
And
of
that's
like
fine, yeah.
socializing.
Yeah. I think, yeah, I know, yeah, actually I think this is like, because remember how I said that, like, I get most of my social anxiety, like, before an interaction,
Yes.
and then, like, as soon as I'm, like, in a social interaction, I'm like, this is fine. I'm like, this is okay. But it's, like, everything leading up to that. Like, it's not even, like, I think about it, really, but it's just, like, an anxiety leading up to, like, social interaction.
Like a body feeling.
Yeah, it's the same thing I have even, like, before I start streaming.
Oh, really?
Where, like, I get, like, a weird body. I don't even know if it's, like, anxiety, but just, like, jittery. Like, I get a weird jitteriness in my body, and I know that, like, once I just click live and I'm, like, I start talking, it's gonna be fine. So, like, that's why I just just skip to that part anyway. Which, I mean, I kind of like that. I feel those feelings.
Yeah.
I don't know, because they're kind of nice. I feel it with kind of any form of creation where I'm gonna be perceived, I feel like.
Oh my gosh.
Huh?
I just love that you're bringing that up, actually.
Yeah.
Because it reminds me of Twig saying that I think that's what that is what I'm feeling, and I think I'm and now that you're, like, that you open that up, that, like, that pocket of, like, choice. Now I feel, like, a little more silly.
Yeah.
And, like, I
love you.
Like, I can talk.
Yeah, that's good.
Because she was saying that, yeah, that she just gets nervous, like, every single time that she is going to perform. Like, she gets nervous, but that she chooses to, like, to tell herself that, like, no. Like, I'm not nervous, I'm just excited and, like, giddy, and, like, I feel like butterflies to, like, show people like what I've been working on. Because, like, looking at it that way, I think I do feel that in my tummy.
That's
And then
really
my
good.
chest.
Or I think that's a really good feeling.
Yeah.
I really like that. Yeah. It's just like kind of like almost like a jitteriness from excitement. I feel like. And yeah.
The Crow gave us all the strength we needed.
They did.
They're like, okay, they're good.
They were like, all right, I'm leaving.
All right, I'm
Y'all
out.
got it. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's the same thing with just like any form of thing where like I'll be vocally or like in a video like perceived or anything.
You're so brave.
I guess, really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're really brave, and I really admire you for
Thank
like
you.
being on video.
Thank you. I admire you for everything. But
You're flirting with me?
yeah. 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 I guess it's just like ripping the Band-Aid off. And like I think because I don't know, all sorts of feelings arise like every single day about everything. And I think like what we talk about with like just like meeting ourselves with kindness and like and just leaning into love and like leaning into like the fun. Yeah, because it's all just like routine, or it's all just kind of like habits that you build. And I feel like, yeah, every time like I feel like those jitteries, like every time I'm about to stream or like I'm about to record audio for a video or just anything, that like I can choose in that moment to just lean into like love, I guess, and just say like whatever, who cares? There's no right or wrong about anything. Like none of it matters. Like I'm doing this because it's fun, and that like, yeah, I guess it's just an opportunity always to just lean into that and then just like keep building that relationship in that way. So yeah, now it's very like, because when I first started like streaming, like I wasn't even really like nervous. I don't even know what it was, but it was just like as soon as I pressed this go live button, like, oh my God. And it's like, but now it's just like I click the go live and I don't think twice about it, and then I'm like, I kind of just sit there for a little bit, and then I'm like, whenever I'm ready, I just unmute the mic and start talking. But like, yeah, I don't know, I guess just like the little, like incrementally building like habits.
Yeah, I love you saying that, like that it's all an opportunity. Like it's just an opportunity for you to lean into. Like you can choose which way you want to lean. And not that there's like any right or wrong way to lean into.
Yeah.
I think it's just all different choices, I guess.
I always think of like when I'm making choices, like even like small choices or just anything, because I like visualizing it like there's like a target like in my head, and like the target is like the life that I want to live, which is like always a moving target, and that's like fine. But it's like visualizing it in that way and being like there is no right or wrong choices, because this is how I also like apply this to like the art and like anything I create, where I'm like there's no like good or bad or right or wrong, but it's more so of like there's like a target in my head that like I would like to go towards, and that, yeah, like what choice do I want to make that I feel like will like push me in that direction.
That like is in alignment.
Yeah. And I feel like the more choices, I don't know, it's like habit. It's just like, because the more choices I make that are like really intentional, it bleeds into like every aspect of like everything.
Yeah, because you're like rewiring your brain.
Yes. Yeah. And then like it's almost like my like ground floor now is that like it's built on so many little
That's
life
true.
decisions that are intentional. So, and then like anything I make going forward is just also going to just have that.
That is so true.
Because that's how I've been feeling
Oh my gosh.
with the life we've been living.
Yeah. Okay. So then that brings me to like what we were talking about on the bus. That we feel like we're not at the beginning, we're not in the middle, but we're like somewhere in between the beginning and the middle.
Yeah.
And where we've built like this like really like pretty solid foundation, I would say.
Yes. Yes,
And
I agree.
that has taken time.
Yes, it has. Oh my gosh, yeah. It has. Because it's so interesting you say that, because I was thinking about today. Because when you brought this up and you were like, oh, like, I would like to talk about like our relationship with our art, I was thinking about how like I literally like around like when we had got together, like I had literally stopped making art pretty much for like I don't know, like a while. Like I wasn't and it was almost like I had to like I don't know how to explain it. Like, cause remember I took like there was like a long time that we were just like living life. You know what I mean?
Oh, when we were first together.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes,
like,
I do remember.
and then like, cause we were just like living and just going about life and like doing the things we wanted to do and like, yeah, just trying to make the most of everything.
You were not making art.
And I just like stopped making art, like basically entirely.
That is so interesting that you bring that up, because I was thinking about that.
Yeah,
This
about
morning.
my art or yours?
About your art.
Oh, interesting.
About how you kind of went like dormant for a while.
Yeah, I did.
And then I was thinking that it's like, I mean, it's all like divine timing.
Yeah.
Like you just needed.
I needed it.
You needed to stop.
Because, yeah, it was interesting because I put it into words today, because I haven't really thought about that period, like in terms of like my art making, because I wasn't making anything, and that it was interesting because I never have really taken a break like until that point, like my entire life, like basically until since I was like a little kid. And then, like, obviously from
making CDs.
Oh my god, that's what I'm
dog.
saying. Literally since I was like 11 / like 11 years old, I had been like.
I'm gonna insert a photo.
Oh my god, explode.
Of your CD cover.
Oh my god.
Dude, that's really sick.
Yeah, that's
It's
funny.
Really cool.
And then, dude, when you said insert a photo, I pictured the photo of me in the hospital. You could also insert that one, because I look funny, but. Yeah, I was just thinking about how I literally have never like had a break, and then like my workaholic, like it only had gotten worse. Yeah, so like I'd basically been creating forever, and then like as I like got into like my teenage years, like I just became like obsessed, and my relationship with just like creating became very like unhealthily driven, like just obsession, and like and just like literally like, yeah, I mean like working myself literally to like, bro, I was like 15, like, and I was just like not sleeping, and then like still going to school, and then like it was like stubbornness, and like, but I just wanted all I could care about was just like the stuff I wanted to create. And then so like obviously that permeated and then just only like worsened throughout like my teenage years, and then like my early adult life. And then yeah, so like I feel like when I took that like break and I just wasn't making anything, and I was just focused on being and like doing things with you and just like living, like it came back to me, like, because I feel it, because I remember at the time like I did feel like inklings of feelings of like where I wanted to create, but it was more of the mind. It was like my brain was like, you want to create, you want to do things, but like my being did not want to. Like I did not feel like I wanted to. Yes, my physical form, my spirit, my everything was literally just just so exhausted. And yeah, that long break was really needed, because there's something I think about with, like, it was just burnout. And it's interesting that, like, the only way you can combat burnout is just, like, literally by doing nothing. Like, it's just by not doing it. Like, doing anything. Like, because if you weren't doing something, like, sustainably, and then you get burnt out, you can't instantly try to pivot to doing it sustainably, because you're just burnt out. You're just burnt out at that point. Like, you just need time to, like, literally heal and mend.
Which is so hard to, like, not do anything.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Especially like when you're burnt out, because you're burnt out because you're in like a space where, like, go, do.
Yeah.
And then you hit burnout, and then you're like, okay. I feel like when I've hit burnout, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give myself this amount of time to rest.
Like, you're literally, you're trying to, like, schedule your burnout. Like, you're like, okay, I'll only be burnt out for, like, a week, or, like, whatever. It's so funny. Yeah. Because I've done the same thing.
Yeah, you weren't creating for a while. For a long while.
Yeah. I don't even know.
I think for, like
a year?
Like a year.
And, like, I had dabbled with some little things.
Yeah, you were creating here and there.
Like, I made like two, game prototypes or something, but, like, they were, like, very simple. And then, like, yeah. But, I mean, I obviously didn't continue because I didn't feel, that was just more of, like,
and you were writing and drawing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But even that, like, even, like, doing those in the time was, like, a deconstruction of, like, how I had been doing things my whole life. Which was more for, like approval and, like, I don't know, almost trying to like worth, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's so interesting. Like, the fact that, like, I can just, like, lay in the park and draw now, and it's just because I want to, and I'm just, like, in the moment, and, like, my pen is, like, on the paper. But, like, before, it was like I wanted to draw because it was almost like it was giving me some sort of worth. But, like, undoing that, like, was really important and took a long time. And I guess just being able to recognize, too, like, going forward, like, when I started to create something, no matter what it was, that, like, just being, because we always talk about, like, being intentional and, like, being grounded, which is really important, because, like, if you feel, because, like, you'll know if it's not right, you know? Like, when I start, like, drawing or doing something, and it's like, I just pivot, because I know that, like, it's not what I want to do in that moment, if it's not what I want to do.
Yeah, your body knows.
Yeah. And so, because being in the mind, you will be like, nah, I got it, you know, or something, or, like, whatever you'll, like, say in, like, your head. I feel like, is at least what I do, where, like, if I'm more in the mind, then it's much easier to go against what, like, my body feels.
I feel like that's actually something that I'm, like, as I'm creating more now, that I have to redirect.
Like, even midway through?
Not about, well, yeah. I mean, yeah, both things about, like, creating, like, with your brain.
Yeah.
But then I guess those two things, like, correlate, like, your brain. It's like your ego.
Yeah.
Dude, this ant loves me.
No, for real. That a big one crawled on me earlier.
Get off of me. I'm sorry. What were you? I was gonna say something.
I was just talking about, like.
Yeah, about resting.
And, like, basically recorrecting, because my whole life, like, was basically just, like, I didn't really have a good relationship with creating. And that like being able to like deconstruct and recorrect and slowly start building from the ground up like a relationship that's healthy.
Yeah, you dismantled all that.
Yeah, which
by like literally just resting.
Yeah.
I feel like, but that was like a whole. Yeah, I'm just very proud of you.
Thank you.
Because that was really hard for you.
Yeah, I'm sure you could see it.
Yeah, you could. I could.
You could tell.
See it because you literally went from creating all the time, like literally working yourself to the bone, to literally not doing anything and just like existing. You had to learn how to be kind to yourself.
How do you think like you've like redirected like your relationship with creating?
I think I'm always like redirecting. Yeah, I think it's something that's like never going to stop taking like form. It's always changing.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think the same is for me still.
Yeah.
Like I don't think there will ever be a point where it's like, you know,
done.
Like done. Like done is never a state of being, I feel like, with anything. So yeah, I mean.
I mean, my relationship with art is different from yours. Was like not I created like more like in bursts, and I would go through like long periods like not creating, but then the stuff that I was creating, I don't think I was like, a lot of the stuff that I was making because I wanted, like, I don't know, it wasn't coming from inside me, from like my heart or my tummy. I wanted my art to be good.
Which is so funny that's something like I feel like every single person who creates things goes through.
But because I personally, so I think that the reason why I felt that way was because, I mean, I guess, this is not just like like everyone, every artist, anyone who creates something is like battling, like,
at some point of like, is this good?
As if that
good? Like, I don't know, as if that means anything. Like it's literally a void of nothingness, trying to apply good or bad to like art. So so my origin, my origin story, my villain arc is elementary school. It runs deep.
Yes, and it was an art class, and it was like art teachers like telling me,
oh my gosh,
that like I need to color inside the lines or something. And like, or like I don't know, like, because when you did art in school,
oh my gosh, it was so rigid.
It was so rigid. I mean, like, the entire school system is
But it's like laughably insane how it like bleeds into like you want to color this paper, like you have to do it right.
Yes, you have to do it right.
The turtle's head cannot be orange because it's a turtle.
and also I chose the art project that we are working on.
Oh, yeah.
And you have to copy this.
Yeah.
Everyone has to do it like this.
Like,
I think that's like really. I really took all that stuff to heart. Like, literally, like I thought adults.
Yeah.
Anything an adult, or Honestly, not just adults, actually. Anything any being told me, I literally believe.
I was the same way.
Yeah.
Like, even classmates, like, they would tell me something, I'd be like, dude, the amount of times I heard, like, as a child that I was gullible is insane. Because, dude, they would tell me something, and I'd be like, I believe you. Like, 1,000%.
literally.
Like, no matter, like, I believe whatever you just said.
You're gonna, if you eat watermelon seeds, you're gonna be pregnant.
Yes.
I was like, yeah.
You were like, yes, that checks out.
Yeah.
Because I will say, like, I'm really proud of you for, like, just where you're at now with, like, creating.
Yeah, I'm at a good spot right now.
You do it so intuitively. And it's
you.
like, I don't know, was that, like, how did you go about dismantling that? Because when you were making art, like, maybe in, like, what, your, like, teens and stuff, like, do you think, I mean, there obviously was some bit of ego there, but,
there was
like,
a lot of ego.
Yeah, do you think it was, like, so much of, like, you were thinking about, maybe even subconsciously or in your being, like, how you were perceived when you were making art? You know what I mean? Like somewhere in your being was like, oh, like making this art piece, like, is going to be perceived. So, like,
actually,
you, like, almost, like, like, watering it down.
I don't even know why I had an ego about, like, creating, because I wasn't sharing my art with anyone.
You think it was the possibility, though?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's
Which
true.
even that was, like...
I think it was the possibility, and I think it was also... actually, okay, I do know. I think it was I just remembered. It was, like... It was... It was that I did want people to see my art.
Oh, I see.
I did want to share my art, but I wanted my art to be... I wanted them to think that it was good. Them as in... whoever them was. I remember once I took I did, like, this, like, oil painting. I did this oil painting, and I thought I was so proud of myself. I thought they were so freaking beautiful. Like, I think it was the first time that I actually, I don't know, that I got, like, really lost in art.
Yeah.
And it felt so good. It felt good making art.
Just, like, the process.
The process felt good. And then the end result, obviously, because it feels good, so the end result, I don't know, I just thought it was beautiful. I thought they were beautiful. And I remember taking them. I took them. This was in the 10th grade, and it was the first time, because my high school didn't have they didn't have, like, an art class until like their whole existence they never had an art class, and then my 10th grade year they put in an art class. Wow. And I took that, and I took that oil painting with me in, like, the folder.
Yeah.
I was like, I wasn't taking it out, but I was, like, opening my folder.
Oh, you were like, huh, someone's gonna walk by and see this masterpiece.
I'm like, it's just open.
You accidentally drop it on the floor in front of everyone.
Yeah, I want it to be seen. Basically, I do want to be seen. I'm scared of being seen, and I also want to be seen.
Yeah.
And I want, like, my art to be experienced and enjoyed and or hated by the people.
Just, And I think...
That does not answer your question about...
What was my question?
Your question was how I went about dismantling my art.
Because, you just create so intuitively now. Like, I don't know, you just, like... You create so intuitively now. Like, and just from a place of, like, just genuine, like, enjoyment. Like, when you sit down and you're just, like, drawing and just making stuff and, like, you're just doing it. And...
I think that...
I always think about how proud I am of you.
Okay, I have an answer.
Yes.
I think, like, the most, like, simplest answer is I just kept showing up.
Wow. Yeah.
Like, even when I was just creating from my little ego, and even when I hated everything I made, I just kept creating. and I just kept going. Basically, I just kept holding the tension until until now it's been long enough that I am starting to understand. And I still, even when I'm creating, I still am like, I hope people like this. Mainly, I feel like the only reason I feel that way, though, is because I want to make a living from my art.
Yeah.
I think if I lived in a world where I didn't have to pay rent or bills or buy food, I think that... But, I mean, that's the fun part, though, right? Is that, like, having to work with that.
Yeah. Oh, within those limitations.
Within those limitations, yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can... That's the thing, is, like... Literally, it's still... Everything is still infinitely possible, even within these limitations that we have.
You can still, like, break...
You can have the rest of that.
Oh, thanks.
You know what's interesting that you bring this up about, like, showing up for yourself?
Yeah.
Because I think, too, like... Because otherwise, I don't think you would have been able to, like, work through it because you weren't face-to-face with it. Like, your process in creating and that ego being there. Like, I think if you didn't show up for yourself, it would have taken longer. It would have been different. Because, like, you know, like, I don't know.
It just wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, you showing up for yourself, like, put yourself in a position to... You had to keep coming face-to-face with those feelings. And, like...
Oh, that is so true. I had to make myself uncomfortable.
Yeah, because it's so interesting. You saying that made me, like, remember that even after I took, like, that year of, like, not doing anything, when I first started, like, creating again, and, like, just being like, oh my gosh, like, I just want to create. Like, I have so much, like, you know, like, the passion and stuff is, like, comes back.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like those, like, my old feelings, like, arose. Because, like, even though, like, I had, like, how you said, like, I went dormant, like, that also was me not coming face-to-face with, like, a lifetime of unhealthy work ethic. And, like, so, like, yeah, even when I did come back to it, I feel like those feelings came up and I had to face them. But I feel like that period of dormancy, like, and, like, yeah, building a foundation of, like, I don't know, just, like, yeah, intention and, like, just being, and, like, no right or wrong, and just, like, all of these little things, like, added up to where, like, when I did come back and I was like, I'm ready to, like, just make things, because, like, I have so many ideas, and, like, it's gonna be so much fun that, like, even when those feelings came up where I was like, because I kind of was terrified to start, like, making art again. I even told you where I was like, I'm kind of scared to, like, work on something again, or, like, even, like, a big project like a game or, like, music or something, because I was scared that I was gonna fall back into, like, literally, like, the scary, unhealthy work ethic that I had. But it didn't happen. And here we are. Like, I've been creating, and we've been creating, and together, and, like...
And we've been creating every day.
Yeah, and it's, like... And it hasn't happened yet. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, there's, like, a really small part of me that's, like... I don't know, as if I'm gonna, like, trip.
Like you're waiting?
Yeah, as if I'm gonna, like, trip and then, like, instantly start, like, just going obsessive. Like,
I would not let you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know you wouldn't let me, and that's, I don't know, I'm so grateful for that, but...
You have me to fall back on.
Yeah, and I think just, like, the foundation that we built, and fixing my relationship with just other things in life. Like, just being. Obviously, just, like, existing, and existing to exist, and knowing that that's, like, more than enough is, like, so hard to internalize, especially within, like, capitalism and, like, just productivity, which is, like, a stupid word. Like, it's so hard to internalize just being, and that inherently, like, you are worthy. But I feel like, just, like, because, yeah, I was, like, playing a bunch of video games and stuff, and I was even, like, mending my relationship to, like, how I experienced that medium. Like, the medium that I, like, love the most. Like, I was also mending that relationship, and, like, just mending my relationship with just other things in life. And so I feel like that also did help coming back to art and just creating anything, because it's, like, it's almost like I have these, like, other touchstones of, like, existing. Like, my other touchstones of, like, existing are, like, healthy things, you know? Like, they're all, like, still, like, things that, like, I'm working on, but, like, they are all so much more intentional and healthy than, like, what they used to be. And so I feel like that has a big that had a big impact on like me coming back to like creating and like not falling back into those awful habits and patterns, because I had like other things to look at and be like, well, no, I'm living like this in these other aspects of my life. I can apply it to like just creating.
I remember like remember when we were at Broken Robot?
Yes.
And we were...
Oh, yeah. And we, like, talked about?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
we talked about, like, that we are just, like... Because I think we...
That we were scared?
that we were scared.
Yeah.
That we were just so scared of, like, creating. And that we
Yeah.
were just, like, fed up
Yeah.
with being, like, scared and not doing anything. Because
Yeah.
I think that I am still scared.
Mm.
But I am doing it scared anyway.
Yeah. Which is so
And-
crazy, because, like, seeing you create and all the things you're creating and, like, you doing it intuitively, it's, like, that honestly just, like, it inspires me. That's why I tell you that you inspire me, like, all the time. Because, like, just seeing everything that you're doing and just, like, every day you create and make art, and it's from a place of just enjoyment and love. And the fact that, like, yeah, you do tell me that, like, you're still scared, but, like, you're doing it anyway because you want to do it. You want to make cool stuff. And you want to, like, show the world, and I love that so much. Sorry, I just wanted to say that, like, it really, like, it, like, makes my, like, chest, like, expand. Like, and yeah. It's amazing that, like, you're still scared and still do it. Which, I mean, I guess in a way I do as well with, like, how I brought up about, like, the streaming and stuff, and, like, even, yeah, like, when I'm... Oh, because that's something else is, like, I used to be, like, a perfectionist.
Yeah.
Which is a silly thing. It's kind of paradoxical. Because there's, like, no such thing as, like, perfection. And so it's also, like, even whatever is in your head is perfection. Like, I don't know. If you label yourself a perfectionist, you...
Or just, like, you're just, like, controlling.
Yes, and you're scared to let go.
And I can say that as a former perfectionist as well.
Yes.
Like, we were just seeking control.
Yes, and which is so crazy because, like, yeah, I guess because I still am scared too, because, like, all of the new things that I create are so much more, like, from the heart and just...
they're so childlike.
Yeah, thank
they're
you.
So beautiful.
Yeah,
Everything you
and
create
it's-
is so beautiful.
and
it
it's
makes me feel like it makes me feel like a kid.
Thank you. And it's very loose too, which is something that you always told me to just be, like, loosey-goosey. And it's like, I think that's why I'm still scared, is because, like, I like doing things, like, loosey-goosey and, like, how I want, and just, like, doing it and, like, editing a video and, like, yeah, not freaking how I used to. Yeah, of just, like, you know, hours and hours and hours of editing to get things whatever perfect meant in my head. And, like, now it's like, dude, I just throw it together and do some cool transitions and call it a day. I'm like, dude, I'll do one take on the audio recording sometime, and I'm like, you know, it's good enough. And then it's so much more fun, because I'm like, I just embrace the fun part of creating and, like, just putting it out there, which I think a part of me still is scared of, like, and is still, like, wants to hold on and be like, well, it could be, like, more. Like, it could be, like, you know, I could just do more with it. And it's like, yeah, I think I still am choosing to lean into, no, that's dumb. I don't want to do that, because I just want things to exist. And not that, like, I'm rushing, but, like, I'm not, like, painstakingly combing over every single aspect of everything I create anymore. And it's allowed me to not only create more, but just create more freely. And, like, it's so crazy. I used to literally create entire albums, like, start to finish, completed and done, but I just would not put them out because I thought they were not good enough. Like, which was so crazy that, like, I literally would do something like that from start to finish and complete it, and then, like, be like, no, this isn't good, I need to start something else. And that was also a version of me holding on to it, you know?
What do you mean? A version of you hanging on to it?
Because it was like, I don't know, it was almost like if I held on to it, then I could keep listening for things that I can fix. And I can keep refining it, and, like, and I think that's still something I'm working through, but, like, I think there's only, like, one thing that I'm, like, working on that, like, I'm still really, like, I think that's something I need to
The zine?
acknowledge. not the zine actually, but the whole, kind of like how I've been writing for like 2 years now, like the whole like video games, like as art form.
Yeah.
How I started that, and I've been like writing and doing all that. And I actually had a thought recently where I was like, I think I literally just need to, I have so much written, and I was like the world needs to hear all of these things, and I'm like, I need to just like, I think I'm just gonna like chop it all up and like put it out as little videos of me talking, because I think some part of me like wants to like make a book or make a zine, and like, I don't know, have like, because if I just keep writing and if I just keep refining the words, then like a part of me thinks that like it'll reach more people, or like it'll more people will understand or something like that. And it's like, it deserves to exist, and I am not allowing them to exist.
Yeah.
I am like holding them inside.
And you are so like, when you write and when you speak, you just say everything you need to say.
Yeah,
Like,
you've really helped me with that. I've always felt like I'm never conveying myself.
No, you always convey exactly what you're feeling, like, and so beautifully. Always.
And I think that's also like another choice, is that like you've made me like internalize that, and so like anytime I do have those feelings or thoughts, and I choose to like no, like I articulated myself perfectly, and then it just like, you know, put it out or whatever. And it's like, yeah, so thank you for that, because you always telling me that like I do it's helped tremendously.
I didn't know that you were like
I didn't think about it till recently, about like, yeah, like holding that. Yeah, until I just started thinking about it, and I was like, that's like the one thing that I'm working on, that has been worked on for a very long time, and the only difference between that and everything else I've been creating is that I'm still applying that old world logic, basically. Old world logic,
yeah.
That old existence logic of like whatever silly stipulations I had. Yeah, it's just, I don't know.
And that's beautiful that you're working that out now, right here. Because like now I can feel that, yeah, you're going to move forward with that project.
Yeah, and it feels so freeing to be like, oh my God, now that I can like, kind of like how you say alchemize.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to take this, and I'm going to like, it's not going to exist how I've literally been thinking for so long that it's going to exist, as in like writing form, and like something published that I can be like, read this, like this is something that I'm so passionate about, but like I'm literally just going to convert it into like video form or something, and like just
you could always I mean, video form is a beautiful idea, and you can also do, you could still like,
text form.
Yes. Just literally just print out everything you've written, and then just put it,
that's so true,
put it out in for free in stores.
I probably will do that, because I think it's just the fact that I just need to like acknowledge that everything that I wrote is good.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's literally it is as it needs to exist.
It is as it needs to exist. When we're talking, I feel like, because like words are just energy, and I feel like I'm like sucked into a different world, and I didn't even realize that like the wind is blowing right now.
Yeah, same. It wasn't until we like stopped for a moment, and then I was like, whoa. And I think too, something I've always like like struggled with until like recently. It's just like, yeah, creating from like a place of just pure enjoyment and pure like, this is what I want to see exist, and so it will be as I want it to be. Because there always was a part of me that was thinking about anyone on the other end who might be like experiencing it and changing anything. And I feel like the second, like, I don't know, that I do that, it becomes like watered down. And yeah, that's something that I've also, like, I felt so good about creating stuff because I'm like, no, this will exist exactly as I want it to exist. And like, because no matter what you create, like, someone will, like, there are so many people out there who will like it.
So
you know,
many people.
who would love
There's
it.
a community for everyone.
Like, literally everyone. There's no such thing as oversaturation.
I was just going to bring that up.
Yes, because we're the same, and it literally drives me insane when people say stuff like that because they sound so corporate. They sound so, you know what I mean?
The market
They
is
sound so like,
oversaturated.
it's like, what are you talking about? Like,
The market is oversaturated.
it's like literally like why I love rare flavors so much.
And I mean, maybe, you know what? I feel like there are more people being artists.
Yeah.
And, you know, maybe I don't like the word oversaturated.
Yeah.
I think there is like a surgence of like of people being like, yeah, I want to make art,
Yeah.
and just doing it. And I think that market being oversaturated comes from like viewing art as
Oh my gosh.
as a product.
A product, yeah.
And
Oh my
like
gosh.
literally, I mean, it's market.
Yeah, it is.
Market.
It is.
Market.
Oversaturated,
Instead
which is
instead
insane.
of viewing the art community as a community.
It's just like, oh my gosh, look, like all of, every time you see like art, it's like, this is human expression. This is literally a human expressing themselves. And I mean, all art is just a conversation. And so like every single piece that's made from someone's like heart because they wanted to make it is just a doorway to a conversation. And like the fact that anyone could ever say anything of like that there's that, you know what I mean, that's oversaturated is insane. And so like, yeah.
But I mean, it's not insane though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess just like,
It's not insane because of like, because I know because I think I want to like reframe because I don't feel it doesn't feel right in my body to like be upset at the people. I think I just, because we all like this system that we're living in
yeah.
was like decided like long before us.
Yeah.
And we just kind of live here. Like, we're just like in the middle of a story. And I'm stealing that from Jenny.
Nice.
Shout out Jenny. I don't know your last name, but shout out Jenny, because she told me that we're just in the middle of a story, and we just do what we can.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just like the more, which is why I think having conversations like this and then just putting them out in the ether is important, because even if we didn't put this out, which we are, but even if we didn't put this out and it was just us having this conversation, like, it all matters. Like, it's all like just rippling. And any art that you create, any like conversation that you have that is like filling, it's all dismantling the system.
It is. It's chipping away at the collective.
It's chipping away at the collective.
That's what you used to tell me, or I mean, yeah, you still do, and it's just like, it's so important to internalize that, like, that every little thing, like, adds up, and that, like, you could, to just, like, do the best that you can, and, like, that it all matters. And B came to say hello.
The bee said yes. The bee said yo.
The bee agreed.
I agree.
I love creating.
There's a couple things that I'm like, that I'm still working towards.
Yeah.
One of them is like being on video. Yeah. I recorded myself the other day.
Really?
Because I was like, I'm gonna make. I've been wanting to make a fucking
Oh.
I've been wanting.
Demonetized.
I've been wanting to make a YouTube video for literally years.
Yeah.
Literally years.
Was this like yesterday?
I think this was yesterday actually.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's sick.
And I recorded myself. I don't know if I will upload. I think I'm gonna still make the video.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna keep making the video and like edit the video, and then I will just decide if I upload the video or not.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that me even getting that far is like a triumph.
Tremendous.
Because the last time I tried to record a video was when I was 19.
Yeah.
And it was a makeup video. I was doing my makeup outside.
I love that.
And I didn't upload the video because I thought I looked ugly.
Yeah.
But I was so cute. Why didn't I just upload the video? Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing that you did that. That is a tremendous step.
Yeah.
And yeah, even if you edit it entirely and don't put it out, I mean, it's still just as valid, and it still exists. And that's really exciting. And then honestly, that is kind of like what you were saying earlier about like holding the tension. Even you doing that is like acknowledging and like moving forward with it. And then so like even if you like don't use that video, you can make, going forward you can record a different one.
Mika,
Yes.
can you lay down with me?
Yeah.
Can you put the phone just like right here?
Yeah.
And you can put your butt over here and put your legs in between here. Like right here, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
Y'all are being moved to the grass. The trees make a heart.
Whoa, they do.
I always felt so held when I came here. I'm like looking up. There's a heart.
It's beautiful.
It's definitely still, it's pop. I mean, because there's something I want to say. Can you tell me there's no rush to say it?
Oh, there's no rush to say it at all. You can take as long as you need to find the words.
I'm thinking back to like what's rising right now is not ideal living situations.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking back to like your question about where do you even start? I think like the first step is like even acknowledging that you want to change.
Yeah. That is very important. I think that is the first step.
But then after that, it kind of feels like you're like lost at sea.
Yeah.
And it's nighttime and there's no land.
And a tornado.
And Flapjack is there.
Yes.
And there's a whale there too. Dude, I remember that whale episode.
I do too.
Yeah, that one really freaked me out.
Where they go.
I really liked that episode, but it also really freaked me out. I would say, I think that I'm thinking back to like the beginning of this journey, of like awakening and shifting and the biggest thing for me was prioritizing just being in stillness and being outside. And if both can happen at the same time, I think that change will just happen naturally. Like you don't have to try to do anything. I think that just keeping an open heart and viewing every experience as an opportunity to learn. And just to see like what form you take with each experience, because like not every experience you're going to be light and love. Yeah, just learning from all facets of your being and all the forms that you can take. I think just like wherever you live, just go outside. Just like go touch grass. Yeah, just go touch grass. Like really, like take off your shoes, take off your socks. Just lay down and like just be there. Even if you're like stuck in your head. I mean, there's like been so many days like where I'm just like riddled with anxiety. Even recently, like I'm not anxiety still lives in me, and safety like isn't innate in my body. Safety is like something that I've taught myself. And sometimes I'm loud on the inside, and when I go out in nature, I'm still loud, and my brain doesn't like, it's just going and going and going, and I can't come into my body, I can't ground, and that's okay. That's okay. I think just like making space for all parts of you, however you exist, and just hugging yourself and telling yourself that it's okay. However you exist is okay. And also telling, like just talking kindly to yourself, like that is something that I have been working on for years, and I am like at a point now where I like mean thoughts still arise, but most of my being is filled with like positivity, that when the mean thoughts arrive, like I'm able to like look at them and hold them and just give them love and redirect. And sometimes I can't redirect, and that's okay. Like it's all just okay. Basically, I'm just saying it's all okay. It's all okay, and there's no rush. There is no rush to do anything or be anything. Yeah, I hope that's like that gives like a semblance of like I mean, because it's been so much, like I'm trying to condense like years work into words right now, but yeah, like if anything is taken away from like this energy exchange, I want it to be that like you can feel safe in your body. You can. It will just take time. And you are doing enough. This is also me talking to myself. You are doing enough. And whenever I feel like I'm not doing enough, I start singing myself a little song.
Yeah, you do. And that's really awesome. It's honestly the best to meet any negative feelings or thoughts with a song. Just sing a little song. think internalizing that there is no rush is so important, because it gives you space to, because there literally is no rush. Like, there's no rush for anything. And the fast, like when you internalize that and like start internalizing and keep internalizing, you understand it like in your body, and like I feel like that gives you so much space to be okay with all of the, whether it's like the trauma or like bad feelings or thoughts or anything that you're working through. It just gives you so much space to just exist, and like exist how you exist day to day, and like even on like the bad days, like acknowledge that it's a bad day, and that like, I don't know, even just existing however you exist within that day is like more than enough, and that it's always more than enough day to day, and every day is going to look so drastically different, and that no matter what, it's like more than enough. And I like what you said about like just going outside, because I don't know, yeah, like, I mean, there's sometimes like I go to the park and like I wish that I was more grounded, or like my thoughts weren't racing, but like even then it's nice being in nature, and I feel like it always makes me more just aware of like myself and like my being, which is always good, because the more I'm aware, the more I can feel like what is right and what I want. And like even going to the park and stuff on a walk, like when I don't want to, or like my headspace, like I feel like I won't be as present, and so I don't, but just like doing it, like going on a walk anyway, like at least it creates the opportunity to like redirect and become more grounded or present. And if it doesn't, that's okay too.
Yeah, because honestly, even if you don't feel like more grounded, like after going outside, I feel like there's still an energy exchange happening.
Yes.
And
it's important.
Even like the littlest like connection to the land.
Yeah. It's very important.
Is you making space, and it's all important. All the space that you make is important. And also understanding that like connecting with earth and connecting with your body, which is also earth, is a practice that you can come into, that you have the opportunity to come into like every day. Yeah.
Practice is a good word.
Yeah.
Because it's all little practices. There is no like grand awakening, you know? Like how we talk about incremental. Like everything is so small and like incremental, and it's just little building blocks like day by day, until it's like what I told you, like where, because it's so hard for me to do stuff, or it was so hard for me to do stuff where I was like, oh, this is gonna take like so long, like learning a language, but like I just like kept showing up for myself. And like I told you that one day, like I was just like reading, and I was just like, I just had this like subtle feeling of like, oh my gosh, like how far that I had come, and that wouldn't have happened if I didn't show up for myself and learn like little by little every day. Even if it was like, even if my brain was like really solid, and like I would still study, and like sometimes I feel like I wouldn't retain any information at all. Sometimes I'd reread the same page, and I'd be like, I feel like I'm not learning, but I still would do it in the allotted time that I have, that I set aside for that. And I feel like all of that matters, and all of it's important. And it's the same thing. I feel like it's the same thing with every little aspect of like just doing the little things, and they all add up. Kind of like, I don't know, it's like you just being able to look around and be like, I enjoy this little aspect, and like this little aspect, and like all of that just like adds up into feeling more whole, I feel like.
I think that showing up, like what you said, showing up no matter how you feel, but like in a not toxic way.
Oh, yes, not like, yeah.
Um,
I feel like that comes back to like listening to your body and not your brain.
Yes, listening.
It's very important.
Listening, I feel, oh my gosh, this is like Jake said. That like
Jake the dog?
Jake the dog. Jake the dog. He was telling Finn to listen to his heart.
Oh yeah, his melon heart.
His melon heart.
Yeah, and then Finn was like, but my melon heart is telling me to like go punch my dad or something. And then Jake was like, no, those thoughts are bad, so that you're not listening to your melon heart.
That's
like
not your heart.
That's not your melon heart. Like keep listening, you'll find out what you really feel.
Yeah, 'cause like if you're like showing up for something, and you'll know.
Yeah.
Like the difference is clear.
And that's yes. Sorry.
What? No, go.
You know, it's like a snowball, because it's like it just goes bigger and bigger, because like the more you show up for yourself, like the more you could like feel, like the more you're just like aware of your being and like what feels good, not like what is in your brain good, like not like the mind, like, and it's hard to differentiate, like especially starting out.
Yes.
It's so hard because we're so accustomed to just being in our like ritualistic, habitual, like routine minds of like, you know, we're just so up in our heads like all the time, thinking and just like, and so like transitioning to the body and like feeling what is right is difficult, but doing it more and more, it becomes more and more easy, and then you do it more and more, and then you feel more and more, and then it's like, and through like so many interactions in your day to day and so many thoughts and things, and like you're able to just like feel what feels right to you. Like the more you do it, the more it snowballs. And so like even just showing up for yourself and like and your being, and like not always like what your mind is framing things as, because your mind will frame things in so many different ways, but if it doesn't feel good,
then why are you doing it?
Exactly. There's no reason to.
Yeah. Then why are you doing it? I'm like thinking about my brothers and my grandma. But I think that will be for like another podcast episode. I think I want to like touch on like moving through grief.
I agree.
And
I would like to do that.
Yeah. And just like how facing that, and how grief can show up in so many different, grief has so many different faces. Like grief can show up as numbness, because you literally don't feel anything.
Yeah.
And that can be fucking scary.
That is like, being in a place like that, like a deep depression or anything like that, where like you're void of feeling and you only exist in the mind, that is like one of the, that is a very like difficult place to start from and like work way down into those feelings.
Yeah, like numbness is grief. Yeah, that is that's for another episode though, because that just like opens up. So that opens up like another 2 hours of us talking.
Yeah, literally. I think something else that's really important is that being able to look at like your life and your day to day, and like look at all the little things that you do and how you can maybe change them to be more in love with them, and to look forward to that part of your day, every little part of your day. Kind of like how recently like I've been like writing my thoughts down, like when I play games, because I like to analyze things. Like when I have a thought, like I have the journal open and ready. And
You
so
look
like
so excited when you're going into
yeah.
write.
Cause like I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Like I'm gonna write down a little sentence, just a sentence blurb about it. Cause I mean, you know, we talk about how the mind is for thinking, not for storing. And so being able to just like put it down on paper is like really nice, and like it's just enhanced that part of my day. And just like just every little thing matters. And when we're in our minds, I feel like we tend to think big picture, like on the macro scale, like everything's big picture, like overarching goals, overarching objectives, anything. And when you're in your being, you feel, and so you're feeling throughout everything. The process of every little thing that you do in a day, and being able to change anything, like little by little, be like, why do I do this in my day? How could I make this more enjoyable? How could I change it in a way that like is more engaging to me? And all of those little things like add up. And I feel like all of that, like the micro is so important. Like your moment to moment is more important than the macro, like the overarching that we're so used to, like being in our minds. Because it's like, oh yeah, all of that's like great. You could think about like, you know, goals and all of like these things, but when we reside within our minds, it's almost like that's the motivating force. And I feel like when we're in our beings and our bodies, like the motivating force is the fact that you are excited to exist another day. And that, you know, you have goals and stuff, but like you're just excited to like make food, or you're excited to like, I don't know, do something, like go on a walk, or like, I feel like all of that is so important, like focusing on your, like literally the moment to moment of your life. And like everything just snowballs, because the more that like I've done that in my life, it's like the more I'm able to look at things and be like, oh yeah, like I catch myself being like, why am I doing it this way? Like, what is more fun or more engaging? Or do I even want to engage with this in my life? Like, is it something that I'm passionate about? Like every little thing you do, it's like, and obviously you're not going to change every single thing at once, but
you can start with one thing.
Exactly, one singular thing that you can change to be more tactile or more engaging, or just something you look forward to.
And like we were saying, like all of that, everything, all of that just like is aiding in your creation. And being in like the moment to moment, and being excited about the process. It makes it so. Okay, I'm gonna put my hand down.
That's okay. You can do that.
It's hard. It's shaking.
That's okay.
I'm blocking the sun for her. I have been for like a while now. My hand is shaking. Like the future seems like less daunting, that way. Like when you're just excited about the process. Like right now, I am working on Ugly Little Girls and my mail club, and I don't know how that chapter, or like how all of that is going to unfold. I don't know. And I think that this is a full circle, because like in the beginning, like how we were saying that like we can choose to like you don't know how something is gonna go, so you can choose to like be like excited, like, oh, like I don't know
about
like,
the unknown,
the unknown, like I don't know how this is gonna unfold, so like that's really exciting. And I'm just starting this, so I like everything I do is like breathing life, and like I'm like making this like I'm building like my like this community out of clay, basically. like my art. I don't want to call. I'm thinking of like the word brand, but I don't like the word brand.
I don't.
But I don't know. I don't know what other word to use. But I'm building ugly little girls out of clay.
Yeah.
And I don't know how she's gonna look yet, and she's gonna take many different forms. But I don't just choosing to be excited about that rather than like, wow, like is this like going to? Is this gonna like? Am I gonna build a community? Like, am I really gonna build a community?
Yeah.
Or am I gonna flop?
And that's the mind, you know?
Yeah.
That's the mind being like, it's like your mind's thinking thoughts. And it's like, but your being is like, man, I'm making art because it's beautiful and fun and it makes me feel whole. And it's like, the rest will work itself out.
Can I record you?
Go ahead.
Because you look so beautiful.
Thank you. That's really kind. Got the swim trunks on.
Hold on.
I'm ready. If there's a body of water, I could do a cannonball right now. It all feeds into itself. It's like a big circle, like a big feedback loop of like, the more you enjoy existing, or maybe not even enjoy, just like the more that like
You are open to the experience
yes,
of life.
Yes, you are. Thank you so much. You are open to the experience of life. Like the more that you are just open and you can just exist and be a being and feel and operate that way, like the more it just like feeds into your art because you feel what's right and like you feel and like the choices that you do, and that just like feeds into like your creation as well. And then it just like feeds back into itself. Like everything feeds into each other. And like the more intentional you are like with everything, it all like will feel like it's supposed to. And then it just like feeds. It just feeds into itself. And then like I feel like that's when like you like work away at like the second guessing, you know? Like you can help, like, or you can like undo or like work away at like that. I like the fact that I've embraced just starting to make something without any end goal in mind. That's something that I haven't done until like started creating again. Where like sometimes I'll just start making something because I'm like, it would be fun to do blank. No thoughts. No sort of direction or goal. Just start drawing circles. Start doing whatever on a page.
I think that's really important too.
And then it's like, oh, this could be a tail. This could be little ears or whatever. Like, start drawing. And then sometimes it turns out whatever it turns out as. Maybe it's indecipherable to you and to everything. But it's like, it's just fun. Sometimes, like, you could literally flip open in the notebook that I have. And, like, there's, like, some times where I'm looking at something and I'm like, this just looks like scribbles. But, like, I can remember back and be like, I started something. It didn't go how I was thinking. And then, like, I just kept going and just, like, scribbling around and doodling or whatever. And then it just ends up being a blob. But, like, I can look back and be like, I had fun doing that little blob. All of those scratches on that paper.
I gotta pee so bad.
Oh, we'll have to go pee. I think the way that you've helped me open up to experience is my relationship with the cold. That's something I tell you all the time, but like I hated the cold my entire life until I met you. Especially growing up where there'd be like 6 feet of snow. I despised the cold. I hated it. I was like shivering, shaking, teeth chattering. I hated the cold. But like when I met you and we talk about like experience and just being, and like I remember you told me that like the cold isn't like good or bad, like it just is. Like you just kind of like, you just feel cold. Like it just is what it is. Like it just is existence. Like it is just a different form of existence. And like I remember like going forward from that moment, like anytime it was cold, I would not tense up, and I would like let myself loosen in the face, loosen in the body, like kind of like in yoga, like just like loosening all around and just like feeling it. And it's like, yeah, I'm still cold, but like I don't have this like loathing for it in my body like I used to. Like I would like dread the cold, like, and then like I literally have mended my relationship with the cold. And like, yeah, it's just, that is like a way that you've opened me up to just like experience and like existing and being. That's like something I always think about. It's just like anytime there's like cold, I'm just like feeling it. I don't even think, like I'm not thinking thoughts about it. Just feeling, my body is just feeling that it is cold. And I feel like the more that I open myself up to all facets of like existence in that way, it just will open up in my art as well. Bada bing.
Bada bing.
Bada boom.
Gabagoo.
Gabagoo. Forget about it.
I love you.
We transitioning?
Yeah, we're transitioning. Oh, I'm like, I think I'm done being verbal.
Me too. I'm like, man, I can talk. I can yap.
You can yap.
I can yap. Kitty party.
Money.
Money. Kitty party.
Kitty party. This was Kitty Party.
Season 1, episode 1.
Level 0.
Level 0.
Yeah. I think this was great.
I loved this so much.
Yeah.
I loved this so much. Also, just like, even like starting this with just like an open heart. Like,
I was so scared to do this.
yeah, I was kind of like, so I caught myself in the shower today. And
You were trying to like practice
I
what
was
you were gonna say.
not necessarily practice, but almost kind of like prep myself. And
That's what I meant.
And yeah. And anytime I do that, I think of Ram Dass and I stop, because I'm like,
Literally.
I don't want to perpetuate the illusion, as he says, because there's no reason to think about something like before it happens.
Yeah.
You know, like you just be a being and you exist, and when it happens, you go through it and you exist how you exist.
You know
and
that
you
that's
do the things you do.
Literally that mindset, like hearing that Ram Dass talk and him
Yeah.
saying that, like him, yeah.
'Cause
Like Eddie, like when the best interviews that I've had
yeah.
are when I literally don't prepare a single thing,
Yeah,
and
like
I
jobs.
just go and
Yeah.
I just go in
Just
with
go
an
in.
empty head and an open heart.
YOLO boutique. And it's like, no thoughts had empty, but my heart is open. Because Ram Dass says, like, you perpetuate the illusion of who you think you are. Because
Yeah.
that is what the mind does.
And then
you
that
establish
also-
things and you have parameters and
And then that is also like you prepping is also like being like, okay, that person is that person and they're
Yes.
in this role.
yes.
And I'm showing up like this so that they can be like this.
Yes. And it's perpetuating the illusion of the self that you've built and the illusion of like societal roles and stuff and all of that. And so it's like, if you're just being, it'll work itself out. It's literally fine. Like,
that's what I was thinking too, because I was like, should I like prepare something to say?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, we literally sat down in the bed and we were like, so what do you want to talk about? Like, in the podcast. We literally had one question and they were both the same question.
Yeah, we both came to each other with the same question. We both had thought up the same question, and then we were like, oh, cool. Guess we're just going to record it tomorrow and see what happens. And the question was, like, with what is our relationship to art? But, like, that was literally it. And, like, when I was in the shower, like, I almost caught myself, like, starting to answer the question. And then I was like, nah, I'm going to think about, like, pragmata or something.
Pragmata.
Like, I'm going to think about something else and, like, not perpetuate any sort of mental illusion of anything. Like, just be.
This was just like so filling and like releasing, just like dumping.
Yeah.
And also like you were saying about writing stuff down.
Yeah,
just
it's
like
so nice.
Dumping.
The mind is not for holding and storing, it's for thinking. And so when you, I don't know, I really like that. It helps me so much being like having the feeling that like I don't know, let go of something basically, because that's what we did here.
Yeah.
Like all of everything was letting go.
Lighter.
Yeah, I feel so much lighter. It's the same way. Anytime I have a thought and I jot it down, even if it's like a few words and I jot it down, it like makes me feel so much lighter, because I'm like, oh. Yeah,
we do feel lighter, because I feel like in a way this was like us metabolizing like a lot of the stuff that we've been through, and just like this past, I feel like this, like April has been like,
dude, this month has been 30 years.
So much, no, literally. Yeah, you stole.
Oh wait, we're May. It's in May now, technically.
We're in May. I
forgot we're in May. Yeah.
Well.
Still.
It's been 30 years.
It's been 35 years.
It's been 35 years. All right, yeah.
I want to say that too. Is that like, I feel like the more that I am just existing and like being, I think I brought this up to you. Because like for my whole life, like as I was getting older and older, I feel like I was getting more cemented in my mind and more just like routine and like habitually living, and it's almost like time was speeding up the older I got.
But it's because okay, I'll let you finish.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But then I was gonna say that like since we've been like just being and existing and intention and mindfulness and all of that, it's like literally it feels like time has slowed down so much, and like every day feels so long, and I'm like, wow, I love going back to this basically.
Every day feels so long. I mean, this like
every month feels insanely long.
Yeah, this moment, like us just being here, it literally feels so long.
Literally, if you would have been like, oh, we've been recording for like 3 or 4 hours, I'd be like, yeah. Oh, I wouldn't have second guessed it, like. But like, yeah. And what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that like, I mean, like that's like aging, and I mean that's like a whole thing, like aging, and I mean because we're like when we're born, we don't have any concepts or like names to things.
Yeah.
Like this world is just so.
It just is.
It just is.
Yes.
Key just is. And but then I think when we start naming things, I think our like eyes start glossing over.
Yeah.
Like everything.
Because it's almost like I feel like we kind of, when we set up these like parameters, it's like we almost like.
Oh, I already know what this is.
Yeah.
So literally. It's like you're not really there and like actually seeing, but then that just also just goes back to like eyes clouded with desire.
Yeah.
Which is honestly like I haven't dismantled that. I have to, which is why I do I practice every day.
Yeah.
I create with yoga.
Yeah.
And I practice being in stillness and being out in nature and grounding whenever I remember, and because I literally it is, I am a disembodied being because of just, I mean, God knows the lives I've lived before this one. I have no recollection of that, but my soul remembers, and I'm still, like, karmically, I'm still working through that, and I'm working through, like, the memories of this lifetime, where I'm, like, I'm insanely disembodied, and, like, it is so hard for me to be in my body and actually see what is in front of me. Yeah.
And
I don't know where I was going with that.
Oh, no. I mean, I like that. I mean, it came out for, reason. And I like that, like, yeah, it's just so important that, like, you still, like, practice. Because if you were to stop practicing, like, how, like, it would, like, probably pretty quickly worsen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's like, yeah, I feel that with everything, where I'm like, all of these little practices that, like, we've established and, like, I've built, and it's like, anytime I have some sort of faint thought or a notion of, like, I don't want to do it today, or something like that, I'm like, that's like, obviously, if it was like, if I really didn't, like, if it didn't feel good, but, like, I guess I just know how to make that distinction now with, like, a lot of practices of, like, when I have, like studying, like, Japanese, it's like, sometimes I'll have, like, a thought where I'm like, I don't want to do it today. But I'm like, why did I think that? I'm like, what? It's fine. Like, I'm literally just going to get on the train and I'm going to do it. Like, and then I end up having a good time. And it's like, but I know that if I was to stop that one time for me, like, it would also snowball in the other direction. It would be harder to, like, pump the brakes.
I love you.
I love you. You are literally my bestest friend.
I gotta take a leak.
Oh yeah, we should go do that.
Okay. How are we gonna end it? How are we gonna end this?
Do you want to think of a quote from something? A show or something? Maybe we both can think of one?
Yeah.
The Melon Heart one was pretty fire from earlier. What's yours?
Mine is, which is, because we're at Lesser Park, I'm thinking about this one because when I was coming here, every day I would think of he who desires the rose must respect the thorns.
I really like that one.
Yeah.
Because to me, that one is like acknowledging all parts of it, or all parts of the rose. Like,
yeah.
And I just really love that. And, like, not singling out, like, one part of
because
the
that
rose.
that also reminds me of, like, that you can't experience joy if you're pushing away grief.
Yeah.
You can't experience grief if you're pushing away joy.
Yeah. Boom. I don't even know if I have a quote. I think we just have to end it on that one.
Okay, this was Kitty Party. The
first.
I think we should do this once a month.
I agree. I think that sounds really good.
Yeah, that feels good.
Okay. All right. Thank you for listening. Whoever's
August
listening.
is naughty.